1 minute because we have a...
I was traveling from Chile to back to see them for where? Chile, man, Chile.
Don't know. Where are they?
Beside us.
We look good? It's okay? Yeah.
Okay. Well, good.
Okay. So welcome in the second edition of our new podcast named Backstage. We are recording this session just a couple of hours before the 6th edition of Heavy Metal Thunder Festival opens its gates. And Heavy Metal Thunder Festival is a great opportunity to see great bands play live and as well to meet great bands to talk with. So,
where are they?
Beside us.
So we decided to meet this opportunity, and this is the result. We are welcoming two guests on our session, and those guests are coming from Chile.
From Chile.
From Europe.
Chile.
Chile. And one of our Friday's lighting bands, Procession. So welcome.
Thank you.
So we can start different topic that you are celebrating a very nice anniversary.
Yeah.
20 years.
20 years out.
The stage on the scene.
Yeah.
And so what is happening with the band? Because previous album is from 2017.
Exactly, yeah.
So what's happening?
Well, we had to take a break. There were some publishing issues going on. Then I didn't want some our work to go to someone else. So it took us 8 years to try and get out of that. And at the same time, I was doing a lot of, we got very active with Capy, the other band we have going on. And I was touring with Destroyer a lot and with Different. So and there was too much doom. So it felt like we weren't really like, I don't know, important anymore. Or just the effort, it was just ending up in a sea of doom metal bands, So we needed a break, to get some perspective. And this new drummer we have, has been pushing.
Basically,
for us to come back first as a fan, and then also he said like, "Man, I'll do it anytime." We live kind of close as well, so it's because of him. We met each other at the
Solitaire Journals. 2 years ago, when Solitaire Journals went back playing in Texas, I was traveling from Chile to see them for where? Chile, man. Chile.
Don't know.
And this guy was flying from Sweden with this friend, Christian. We went into the Airbnb together, and we spent some time talking about music. And he was always, when the new Procession is going out, let's do it together. I want to play there. I'm a good drummer, And watching not only Solitaire Journals but also Candlemas playing, it's like, dude, we need to go back to playing, And
it was a good trigger.
Yeah.
So we said goodbye at the airport from that festival, the same festival that's happening this week in this Hells Heroes festival.
Yeah.
And we said goodbye. Next time I see you is gonna be with drumsticks in your hands and with a guitar.
So he invited himself.
Basically, yeah.
Started to go, recovery.
I think he's more Chilean than we are.
Yeah.
So that was the whole reason, but it's become a very natural thing, I've been working in songs during the whole COVID period, so and I just had them in a box at home, and I just needed someone to kick my ass and like, come on, dude. I like this stuff.
Yeah, and Felipe was sending the songs, from in email, and we were listening to them, and in Chile it was okay. I want to try some bass on it, and we were pinpointing, the songs, and I can tell you this is gonna be a super processional. Like, we're not.
But I think we were supposed to talk about that later.
I don't think so. We can.
Well,
yeah, that's because
that's what's going on. This 20-year anniversary thing is just a test to see, because to begin with, there's no Doom festivals around anymore. Like it was before. There's no Doom Rise, there's no Hammer Doom. the big ones, the one that made sense to fly Claudio over, and make an investment to get like a week of shows, but you need the big festival for
to cover up.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this was a test, and it was a great start. We did up the Hammers Festival in Greece a couple of days ago.
Yep.
It was 2 shows sold out, and basically all the familiar faces are still there. Everybody's still singing the songs.
Expecting a new album. Yeah.
Yeah, and we sold out of merch, so we had to order some more for this trip. So yeah, it seems like even if Doom is dead, Procession is not. So
I mean, okay, that was one of my next questions about the Doom is dead.
Yeah.
Let's keep it for them. Okay, so the new songs are almost done. Let's say.
Yeah. Let's say we're
ready to be recorded.
Yeah, I need to. I'm so bad at sitting in front of the computer, So preferably, I'm in the room with Christian, so we can try things. But I have folders and recordings for at least like 2 more albums. I just need to have the time to
There'll be some bonuses.
Yeah. So at this stage, we have 6 finished songs. I would say 2 more. We have 1 cover for the album as well. The artwork is ready, the name is ready, but it makes no sense to say the name without the cover. But soon, this year we're gonna find time for a studio. Probably gonna record in Sweden as well. Try to fly Claudio over and
again.
Yeah, one step at a time.
Yeah.
First, just to see the faces of the Doomheads. This is the best pump to actually make a new album.
Yeah, everyone, like old friends from last time we played in Up the Hammers was 15 years ago. So all of the old friends that were there and were watching the show were like, dude, where's the new album coming? When are you touring? When are you playing? So that's an extra pump.
And the best thing, it doesn't. It's the rebirth of Procession in a way. It feels a lot like when we started, because since there were barely any doom bands around besides the titans of the Soto Journals. It was just like fast bands, and that's how we started the band in Chile. Not really competing, but it was a big test to stand there and play slow music. With thrash and speed metal bands. You basically have to sound crushing, and to be the heaviest, since you cannot be the fastest,
Yeah.
And that's what we have been doing, and it feels like the early days, So yeah, it's refreshing to say the least,
So no musical style change expected. So
no, not really. Of course,
with metal.
Yeah,
With metal, let's say.
And a lot of I try to sneak in some Iron Maiden here and there, since my favorite band. So
metal is still a part of your music.
Yeah. But we always said we're a metal band.
Yeah.
More than a doom metal band.
Yeah.
So
As he pointed out, in a show many years ago, we're trying to put metal into doom metal.
No,
and we're still trying.
Then just metal about before you put heavy metal into doom metal or metal into doom metal.
Then it's just doom.
Just do.
Yeah, it's sad and boring.
Yeah, very slow. So we don't
exactly. Yeah.
We don't like funeral albums, for example.
I actually I like more for congregation, because they really have some cool guitar sections, and it's good for reading as well.
I guess we were saying that not because of the more extreme phases in doom.
Yeah,
it's more like the stoner thing that we were not very fond of.
Doom is found in the stone.
Yeah, but they're out already. No one gives a fuck about them.
Yeah.
They created their own scene, and that's good,
Yeah.
So we already touched the topic, the composition process.
Yeah.
You already mentioned that there is some ping pong intercontinental.
Right.
How it works actually? Is it a stressful process like always in Chile, Europe?
Yeah. Well, for the previous albums, I'm the kind of guy that come up with vocal melodies. I record them in my dictaphone or whatever else, and then I try to find time to sit down with the guitar and listen to them and find some cool background for them. I usually start with the chorus, actually, like a catchy chorus, okay? and then they try to make the verses not as catchy, but a good build up to the chorus, and then you need a good pre-chorus, you know. So I used to make songs just press rec on the, you know, dictaphone, yeah, just sing this riff like acoustically. We have this rule, like if the song works acoustically,
Yeah.
it's a good song. It goes.
Electrifically.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just gonna add up, you know, with cool guitar effects or whatever. But a good riff you should be able to play with acoustic guitar.
Yeah, and you can say that when you look at the crowd, there are some solos. They are singing solos.
Yeah,
no, one where Felipe playing.
Yeah.
No, they are singing actually.
But
Yeah,
they-
so musical. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the thing that I really admire about the way Felipe composed that is that there are songs that are easy to sing along. You know, like
Catch you
Yeah.
in a good way.
yeah,
And that's all the metal I have in my brain, you know.
Yeah.
If you grow up listening to Maiden, I said to Judas Priest,
Yeah.
you're naturally a melodic kind of brain, you know. So
Those are like kind of, on the guitar roots.
exactly, yeah. But these days, for the first time, I had to like try to learn how to program drums to give ideas more like precise, since we don't have too much time to actually ping pong.
Right.
So for all these 6 songs we got so far, like, yeah, I got some friends helping me out as well with programming and drums and everything. So we have like some proper demos now. And but I think for the next 2 ones, I want to try like some different things, like maybe let Christian come up with like some cool drum patterns and yeah, try to make it a little bit more as if we were in the room. And of course, essential, book like a proper 2-week rehearsal session, and then go straight into the studio, like bands used to do, you know. In fact, no, I really like this, like bands sitting in different rooms in the whole world and selling these ideas.
Challenge but yeah. So Claudio spent 2 weeks also by practicing new material together with Bangalore.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the ideal is to be with the guys, you know, especially with Christian, you know, doing something like, okay, the bass goes like this, and the bass drum is like, tung, 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 so the bass can be in a similar way. Ideas come by talking and stuff. So yeah, I think we had to go to the point that we can meet together for a proper rehearsal. But before that, I always go with the blueprint of my playing by doing this arrangement in bass, send it to Felipe. Maybe he said, no, there's too much bass on this. I need to focus on the vocals and stuff. So I need to do my arrangement.
Which I never say since I play bass myself as well. So like,
Okay, please delete that.
Damn, it's good or not. Yeah, but yeah, I basically play over what is recorded in guitar, try to throw my ideas, skip the bad ones, and then come with this 90-something% already approved to the rehearsal, so that we can perfection it, like a diamond, you know, to make it shine.
but I rarely touch his bass lines, you know, after, again, the band has existed for 20 years, but we have played together for maybe 23 or 24. He has his sound, and that's exactly what I want for the band. You know, that's one of the characteristics of the band, is that the bass is not steel, you know.
There we are.
There's a lot of prog, there's a lot of trash, you know, and that's and that's essential for the sound of the band. So yeah, next album is gonna be a Procession album. It's gonna feel like, okay, they're wearing down for 8 years, you know. It was worth the wait, you know.
So you said that everything is already approved or decided.
His bass lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how he behaves this weekend.
So no release date is decided.
No.
Because you went in the studio yet?
Yeah. I think I'm trying to sneak in. We're mixing the Crank album. We're finishing the the writing process of the Destroyer album as well. Somewhere there, I find time for the Doom. Yeah,
Until timeline.
Yeah, I live with a calendar in Chile, to make all the projects there.
But many of your friends could expect that they will have the new album under the Triple Straight.
To be, that would be the ideal.
Yeah.
That would be the ideal. I just need some friends with a pressing plant. All right.
On the right way.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about the current lineup? So it's international lineup.
Yeah.
But except you two, there is a.
We pretend we are NATO, you know.
Well,
Yeah, it's an interracial
but there is also Anastasis from Death Congregation playing guitar with you.
Well, just to clarify, he's a line member. He's a great friend, and he didn't hesitate. It started with the fact that we got booked in Greece, and the natural thing was to ask him if we could do the show, arrive a couple of days earlier and rehearse with him. And then Heaven Metal Thunder contacted us, and then we said, like, that's an extra show right there. We're gonna be warm up, But he's too busy doing that congregation, Yeah. Then they also have a new album coming out, and he's got the label going. So, yeah. And I personally, I like to take care of all the guitars and all that myself. I have a very hard time. I don't want to say wasting time, but trying to explain ideas to others. It's just
it's complicated.
Yeah.
Sometimes there.
Of course, it's good for solos. I would like to have some help, just because if you record all the solos, I'm not being a great solo player, So it's very easy to start using the same tricks on all the solos. So, but yeah, he agreed to do these shows. Like I said, this was just a test. And personally, the band is sounding better than ever, according to him, according to friends. So yeah, one step at a time. And then we have Christian, of course. You know the story. He pushed. He slipped in. And he's an excellent drummer, like a crushing. He has done some Doom before. He's co-working a lot with Niklas from Rune Magic, Swedish band. He's been playing with the funeral orchestra, funeral Doom. So he has no problem with like keeping slow paces as much as playing. Like he's originally death metal drummer, So his dynamics are very, very wide. That's why I think it would be interesting for the new album to try and ask him to come up with some patterns that I can write riffs to. And it's still gonna sound like Procession, but I never done that with the drummer. Just let the drummer come up with the riff, basically.
The riff and important.
I think he's the right guy for that. Yep.
Okay. So, promise no more about your album.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Well, let's have a look on your other band you both played in. Capy Ardiente.
Yes.
It's also the metal band, and if I just simplify it, Capy Ardiente is more doomy, whereas Procession is more heavy. So, how would you describe by yours this difference between those two bands?
Yeah, we have said that this many times, but it's like grilling a barbecue. Same ingredients, but different cook.
Different cook. Oh.
Yeah, Felipe.
Different meat.
Different meat.
The same.
Chilean meat.
Yeah. No, we have a very similar background with Felipe, music-wise. The influences. We share music. That's how the band started. Because I was playing in another band back in the day, like from 95 to 2006, and he was a roadie when he was 18, 19 years old, like a kid, going to shows. And at one point, when we were traveling in cities and stuff, instead of hanging out with the guys in my band, I was sitting with the roadie, like, hey, you know this band? And he was like, hey, but you know this band?
Yeah.
And at one point we were like listening to Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Motorhead, some Vitus, Sorry to Turner's Canvas. And at one point we said, dude, why don't we start a band like this? We love this music. And back in those 2006, there were no many doom metal bands doing like that. So we started Capy, and then I started Procession, and there were the two bands that were playing this kind of music. And at one point, music-wise, I invited the guitar player from Atomic Aggressor, Julio, which is another kind of thinking and composing or whatever. And then we have Igor from my previous band, Poem Arcanus, which is more like doom death with prog elements. So yeah, I tend to compose with these titles of guitar. So Felipe was on the first recordings. He was doing rhythm guitar and voice, and then he said, "I just want to sing." These guys are playing,
Of course, yeah.
and then I maybe I gave too much freedom to them. It's like, yeah, but why don't we play this riff like it's like Hellstar? Yeah, it's great, and then we started going in a similar path as Procession, but our songs are like longer, and with a lot of like parts and stuff.
More mixed or more.
Yeah,
It's like,
I usually tell them like you have one song that you could have made 5 hits of, and you decide to like compress them, but it's become like the trademark of the band.
Yeah.
I respect that as well.
let's say we are not radio friendly.
No,
Yeah,
really hateful.
we were thinking, we can now have a single like 9 minutes song. But it's
Every radio will.
Yeah, without releasing
jump for it,
release polygamy songs. There's a lot going on when we saw.
So yeah, and all of the parts are done, music-wise, and then we start listening to the music. We send the music almost complete to Felipe, and it's like, yeah, this song is a starter.
I should tell you where the hell do I sing on this? Because it's the instrumental passages like full of details and everything. And this is just rehearsal recordings. But these guys are the string section is just fabulous. It's got everything. But that's also been like a cool challenge, and I think it's made me come up with cooler arrangements, vocals for everything I sing on.
Yeah.
Which is becoming less and less insane. At some point, I realized like I'm singing everything else.
But it's good. You left a lot of freedom to the guys as a listener.
Yeah.
Like admiring it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, not so much freedom, because some arrangement is like, let's say I come up with a riff, and this guy is super funny, Igor and Julio, the two guitar players, super fun guys. So suddenly, this song like this, this song songs like this, and they play like a pop song. So I'm pissed, and okay, this riff is no more. But it's a cool. Yeah, it's a cool riff. No. You just destroy it for me. So yeah, but on the vocal side, the voice is always relying on Felipe. It's like he come up with really, really great arrangement like that fits into the music. We have rarely, I think we never have changed, or maybe 1 or 2 riffs to improve the vocals.
Lift up the vocals.
Yeah.
But usually, we're getting better. There's such a long song that it's very, not hard, but without me being there. You need time to find like, okay, this was actually the chorus. Because sometimes some songs, they have like 3 choruses in my brain.
Yeah.
Like that could be the chorus, But we ping pong a little bit, and then we decide, okay, that's the chorus. We do that one a couple of more times, and then we leave all these catchy parts as like interludes or like passages.
And do you have time actually now to maintain new songs to expand, or you are focused more on Procession?
Well, on my side, we have been keeping on composing.
Yeah.
We're rehearsing almost every weekend in Chile with the guys.
Okay.
And when we have proper meet, we send the music to Felipe just to get into this is how the guys are sounding nowadays.
Yeah, they send me the files, and I'm like,
Okay, this idea is better for Procession. This idea is better for ambiente.
Yeah, but
Vocal wise, yeah, that's the kind of how I work. You know, at the same time, we used to say like the bands you're in, they're supposed to be a reflection of your record collection. So I have a good archive that I can go to if I'm lost. You know, like okay, this part reminds me of this or that. You know, like
That's right.
okay, go and find me Confessor album or Watchtower or something if they're getting too tripping.
yeah.
But for the traditional stuff, I usually go to the classes like Dio, or I try to think like what would Dio do, even if we have different range and I'm not even close to any of those guys, you know. But creatively wise, I think all the answers are in the classics.
Yeah, and
Ian Gillan,
and of course,
Ian Dickinson.
yes.
So do you think that the classics will be still a power for new music, even for music which can be still considered as a creative music?
The classics.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think time has proven that classic, even the stuff we release now, you never think this is gonna become a classic in 20 years, because it's the foundations of heavy metal are so strong that you don't. Sorry to say this, but you don't really need new foundations. You know.
Yeah.
You just need like catchy stuff and interesting stuff to keep the seal alive or something. But the
versions of five foundation.
Exactly. Yeah. But the foundations are so solid. They're rock solid. And also, it's stupid trying to think like, okay, this new band is gonna become the new Maiden.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Those.
So the audience is different than something.
Yeah. And the way labels approach the bands. Before they were pumping in money and it was them that truly believed that bands could be as big as Madonna. You know?
Yeah,
But these days, you see this
sometimes it's media, you know, try to lift up. Oh, these are the new saviors of doom. These saviors of heavy metal. No, the underground has been always
there's
around.
nothing to say, man.
Nothing to say about that.
Yeah.
It's like every good band, you can trace their influences. It's like we don't like to hide the opposite. We like to show off our influences. It's like the living tribute to the bands we grew up with that are important in our lives, you know, and as musicians. So why start thinking like in an arrogant way that, oh no, we are the promise, we are the future. No, we're rooted in the past.
Yes.
We are an echo of the past.
Yeah.
And that's about Capy Delta.
Yeah, exactly. Modern as well as about Procession.
Yeah, I can't doubt. We're not trying to break anything. Nothing needs to be fixed. Needs to be conserved.
Yeah.
You know,
I
legacy of Doom.
That's all the festival you are going to play today about. So
Yeah, definitely. Which is amazing. We got.
Please.
And yeah, so let's have a look on your first album, because as we are in a New Metal Records headquarters. So the first album was released under
You mentioned it,
Yes.
Yeah.
So you remember the
I still wonder why.
So
Sorry, man.
Regrets?
So do you remember the cooperation, how we ran it?
A little bit. This happened during the time when I was in my transition to move to Europe. So we basically had like 6 months to write it and record it and everything while I was waiting for my papers in Chile.
Yeah.
So but I remember I had some of the Dementia early releases, and I can remember how we got in touch.
Through High Roller.
Through High Roller, yeah, exactly,
Yeah, they get the contact for the CD version, and you made a special edition with the full LP and the bonus DVD.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
So
yeah, Rewind. It was through High Roller. Yeah.
and the High Roller was your next station after
it
record, and you are stay there.
Yeah, they
expected.
High Roller has just become like I say, like the new promise of German labels. Our old label start to do releases now. So I I met Stefan a few times. I've done some trades and everything. So he was like, he wanted to do a contract for like 4 albums. So like, I cannot promise you 4 albums. I don't even know where I'm.
On the major labels, right?
Yeah, or you know, I don't even know where I'm gonna be in the next year. You know, so I cannot promise you 4 albums. And like, okay, let's do 1 album at a time. But so like, I will always release Procession. And I need to remind him that now. But
which is gonna be the 4th one.
the 4th one.
Yeah. It's
We'll see. We haven't talked. Like I said, 1 step at a time. Finish the album and then see what.
But it's very respected album. Me as a fan, I can say, because there's enough to follow just a couple of labels
Yeah.
to see what is happening on some specific scene. And
Yeah.
High Roller Records is one of those labels.
And we went to a studio with that album that had this very like bombastic sound. All our friends used to record there. Yeah. It's a DM6 studio in Chile. He's still active. He's still doing a lot of Chilean metal. A lot of what people hear as the Chilean metal these days is because it was recorded at the same studios. Like big drums, clashing guitars, and we were,
Satan. Yeah. I think
Guys everywhere.
I think we might be one of the fewer bands that are like not death metal, death black metal.
and we thought, since we were, let's say, like at war with the speed metal crowd, because they, at least in Chile, like we have gigs where we were like,
We do traditional ones, speed metal from 80s. That's the
yeah, exactly.
right. Yeah, that's good.
Or especially like death metal in Chile. Death and thrash, that's a Chilean thing. And we really felt like we need a crushing production because we cannot sound soft if we're gonna, people are gonna compare us to, Force of Darkness or So that's why we went for this studio, and it worked. Like when I hear that album today, it's like the production is like too much. Guitars are like screeching, But I think for people that likes it, that's one of the charms of it. It sounds unconventional. At that time, most of the bands were trying to sound 70s.
It's
That we come out with like a
pretty big movement.
death metal production for a Doom record,
Yeah.
So now that's one of the reasons why you decided for the Swedish studio this year.
Yeah, well, we've been using different studios for all albums because we basically try new things and see what they give. The album after Destroyers, it was to Rip Heavens Apart, and for that one, which we tried for the first time to record ourselves through Jonas, the guitarist. He used to, he was getting a lot into sound. He studied sound engineering as well. So it was a test, and that sound has its own sound because of that, he kind of knew what
we were in for a month maybe at the house in the north of Sweden. We were living together, playing, recording, trying things, and the drums were recorded on another place, but all of the guitars and vocals were recorded on that house.
So you were in one house?
In one house for
Exactly, close to where one of the legendary records.
Yeah. And I think the sound kind of reflects that, all the struggling, like not only the struggle of agreeing with musical idea, but the struggle of 4 adult men that are not homosexual, like living with each other, like sharing every second with each other, There's a struggle, there's some misery.
Yeah, in one place.
Yeah. I guess that's what cavemen did in caves back in the day,
Yeah.
And how did it end? Smashing each other with a stick, So
But there's luckily it didn't happen, so...
yeah, no, a great album.
Actually, where Uno, the drummer, was not every week with us. It was like going on weekends, and the 3 of us, the string guys, sometimes we and Felipe went for a walk closer to the lake, to leave space to Jonas to do his stuff, Otherwise, we would have been punching each other in the face.
And then for the album after, Tom Decimation, which is our latest album, we actually went to Chile. Somehow I managed to use the budget for flights, and we have this a good friend with a studio in Chile called what's the master studio?
Audio custom.
Audio custom, yeah. Audio concert.
That's the nickname.
Yeah. And that was pretty convenient because the guy back then had barely done any Doom. And he found the project exciting. We live very near the studio. You were in like 5 minutes away, walk from there.
Yeah.
And we were partying a lot, just since we were like as well on vacation in Chile.
Yeah.
And that also I wanted like a heavy Doom album. I said like, okay, we have an EP and 2 Doom albums. For a cool live set, we need some not fast songs but more mid-tempo songs. And I think the actual lifestyle that we have doing this was a month and a half of
So Henrik,
recording.
we add every morning makes
Exactly, yeah.
exciting.
Because you need to headbang and sweat to shake your all this shit you have in your body, you know. So
Yeah. I remember I was going to work in the morning. After work, going to the studio to see which part are the guys recording, and then go for a few drinks, to give it the mood, and then going back to work. And that was for a week.
Man,
and then
was a
yeah. And then on the weekends, okay, yeah. Luckily, I have like a couple of days off to be focused on my playing on the bass, and it was good. It was good. It has its own charm.
Yeah.
That album,
So the next one is gonna be back to the Doom roots. I'm gonna throw in a couple like mid-tempo songs as well. Those are the ones I'm working on there now. But since I wrote most of the songs during the COVID period, it was a very gloomy time. It was perfect for
times.
Perfect for doing it.
Good for even all the hard music.
Yeah. And
Depressive stuff.
a confirmation of all these topics we were presenting on Doom Decimation. Suddenly they became like real. You were feeling like, I don't know, songs like the last song on that record, One by One They Died, You see the counting of the dead, and then I started like rechecking my lyrics, and it speaks about like tyranny and dead people, and it's like, it's really fucking hell, it's fucking happening, So I think the next record, because of course I try to write about real things and real feelings, and mostly feelings I have connected to where I come from. It's no secret that since 3 years apart, when I established myself here, Procession it's my way to speak to my roots, to my country. Now that I'm so far, I have a perspective.
Do you feel isolated from the country or?
I feel nostalgic.
Yeah, nostalgic. Okay.
Yeah. So, and that is it's a great feeling turning to into Doom. There's there's some heaviness in nostalgia. You want to push your feelings to try to feel again. And it gets like angry, frustrated. I think nostalgia is a perfect concept for Doom. So the next record is basically about the same, about the aftermath, like what I feel about my roots now. And the title is even in Spanish as well. That's all I can say.
Yeah, the music and some of the lyrics and the artwork, it is for me. It's like watching this guy like looking through a window to a distant, fading, mythical and magical country.
In the fog.
In the fog,
Yeah.
In the smoke, more than the fog. Yeah.
Okay, so we are talking about Chile.
Yeah.
What about the Doom metal scene in Chile?
Now it's great for what I know.
If I can mention why we are dementia headquarters. What about the Bitter Dusk?
Bitter Dusk, yeah. Fuck, they're all friends.
Wow.
Hello, Bitter Dusk. Leo.
And Seba.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that runs Audio Custom Studios.
The studio we did
now.
The summation, he went on to play to Bitter Dusk.
To be the last too.
That's how much fun he had with us. So it's like, fuck, I had to play Doom, man.
Yeah.
2 riffs and fucking...
Yeah.
2 riffs and beers,
They become more stoner, right?
Yeah, but they are like one of the earliest doom metal bands. What you can call it, like not traditional, but the one of the first one that had like these heavy riffs together with the band I was playing before. which was Poem Arcanus. They are around since the mid-90s. 96, maybe the first demo, Python. And there was also Bewitch from Chile that has those Candlemas and Merciful Fate influences. And then Mar de Grises that came after and because.
Very long-term running band.
Yeah. And they were in a similar time frame as Poem Arcanus.
And they all had a different, atmospheric, spacey approach.
Yeah.
Even the Beatles, I think the only, Doom thing they, traditionally Doom thing they ever did was the demo.
Yeah.
Which is exactly. But I love that, the fact that they're playing a lot with effects and they create these momentums during the songs.
I love the Spanish lyrics because I don't understand.
Of course, yeah.
They has
And the lyrics are very folklorical. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I know that's it's a rule in the band to sing about these things in a native language. I think it's beautiful. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But someone should put
that's the music.
The Pantheon demo. Someone should put it out on vinyl. Anyone here?
He disappeared.
Yeah.
And do you know some Czech metal actually?
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I have a good collection of Czech metal. Yeah.
Collection.
Yeah. Well, it starts with.
What's the highlight?
To say Master's Cabinets would be too easy.
And that's very easy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, since we like things heavy, and maybe connected to the musical procession, I have to say Root.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
That's my favorite because they have a lot of doomy passages.
Yeah.
Like things.
The lead guitars.
Yeah. Like Master's, I had the privilege to play with the Blackened for years. Yeah. His playing, it's so unique. His makes your own playing, you play power chords and it's all over the guitar,
Several great guitarists went through the band.
Yeah.
Including Shokup, I did great of film that just left.
Right. Yeah. They always have excellent guitarists, especially the solos on, I think that's him on Black Seal, right?
Yeah, Black Seal, it's more, it's pretty good. It's really nothing to do with the black metal they started.
But those records were actually entering Chile as Black Doom records.
Oh, okay, nice.
Before we understood what Czech metal was.
Yeah.
It sounds so Czech now after.
They started the English, and you could understand first, because first I guess first album was in Czech,
right?
Zjevení.
Yeah.
So, and then now they started.
Yeah, I love it, but and then the oddity I've been listening to around last year. I was listening a lot. The Terminator. Thrash metal. Yeah, I love that as well. The riff is it. Yeah. Riffing is so unique.
I'm not sure if they are still active because they were very active in 90s.
Right. Yeah. I found this copy on vinyl. Someone put out a small label somewhere. Yeah. But yeah, every time I just see when I say Czech metal, I look at the time frame.
Yeah.
If it's 86, 88. I know it's gonna be good.
It's maybe ratios because in the 80s, only some underground metal was impossible to be reached because there were three companies under the communist government.
Right.
There were some heavy metal released like Citron and
exactly.
This kind of stuff, but not too much.
When it comes to heavy speed, maybe I like more the Polish bands.
Yeah, but it's a very big scene.
Yeah, but for let's call it black metal, but I think it's just Czech metal.
Yeah, the strange ones. The Polish.
Amon.
Yeah. European.
I always saw Amon as the Czech Destiel.
Yeah.
We had our own Destiel that was pushing boundaries and making things that no one expected. In a sea of speed trash, these guys are making.
Yeah, there are many new bands.
Yeah,
but if I can, speaking about new bands, I noticed in the last couple of years there are also new bands in traditional doom metal.
Yeah.
So what do you think it's behind it? That some new bands playing this traditional doom metal. If I mention some example, I saw Crypt Sermon last year,
right,
from US, and
right.
Yeah, the guitar player is played, if I can remember well, guitar or bass, maybe in Eternal Champion.
Yeah,
Okay, we met.
from Eternal Champion.
Yeah, we met briefly at the Hammers.
Keyboard player, and it's a master hammer teacher.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, the debut of Crypt Sermon was fucking amazing. Like, you can see the Solitudinous influences out of them.
I love it. It's very epic and melody.
Yeah.
It's perfectly combined.
Yeah.
What do you think is behind it? I don't think it's big, movement, but there's some young bands looking
Like
to the 80s.
The more I think about it, I think the last movement that I really enjoyed, I still enjoy, is Black Oath, which is not a new band.
Yeah.
But that's it. The only of they started like kind of at the same time. I still with it, but I still see them as a new band. The sound is so fresh.
Yeah.
They really pay homage to the Italian
roots.
heritage, and that's kind of what I want in a new band. Then they preserve their tradition. They're lucky that they have a tradition in Italy, so maybe a little bit easier to find the right codes to actually sound.
Yeah, that's it.
Italian.
It's not so easy to be original or somehow specific times.
I have to be honest. I used to work in a record shop, and I was getting like access to all these like new doom metal bands, and my main issue was that it felt like they were listening to each other. They were not listening. They were not
influenced by each other.
exactly. Yeah. And of course, the classical mistake, which is like, we're gonna play doom. Doom is just when you underestimate the genre.
Yeah.
And for me, I like to think like Solitudinous, like Revelation. Like the musicianship, it's stellar, and you're pushing back.
Yeah.
And that's what makes the genre pumping, because it's preserve energy
And not forget about Trouble also. It's like a wall of sound and a lot of down picking, even thrashy riffs. And that's also doom metal.
Yeah.
It's in the context of a sound like at least epic doom metal sound. Yeah.
So
Okay, if we go back to the roots. So you're running label, Burn Records, which occasionally release some.
I wouldn't say it's a label, but it's
On the sec.
it's how I lose money.
Okay. That was one of my questions actually, because how do you choose the records to release? If there is some financial stuff considerations, or is just released by your art, let's say?
Yeah, it's pure heart. Like, I never think I'm lucky to have a Leif in Canvas as a friend.
Yeah.
So anytime he feels like releasing something, that's like more like a safe product because they have a fan base. Yeah. But everything else I do, and of course it's just for Nemesis stuff. Like if you find something and think's worth listening, he has so much unreleased stuff, and whenever he thinks it's right, then we do it, and we're not making big money out of it. It's just preserving. We just giving the fans something. It's
very specific for fans.
Yeah,
for collectors.
But anything else is just. Well, I've done some releases that didn't give me anything that I actually lost money, But the rest is just me trying to like keep entertained myself.
Yeah.
Like I said, I learned a lot about like from packaging to design to whatever from these days at the record shop. So at some point I realized, well, I can do this for myself.
Yeah.
And the same way we create music ourselves and design our packaging for our music. You create something you want to have.
Yeah, it's like with this tour T-shirt.
Yeah,
we have 3 designs, and one was done by Felipe, the other one was done by Christian, and the other was done by me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, this is the shirt I personally want to have. Okay, you can have it.
And if you are staying behind the merchandise desk, so you are always recommending the one you're in.
Of course, yeah.
No, I'm recommending.
Who the fuck did that?
Yeah, it's like buy the 3 of them.
Yeah, so
sorry, just to close, but that's how I pick them. I have a list of things I would like to do. Half of them, I know I'm gonna lose money, but it's about, and it's mostly Doom stuff. I've been collecting Doom demos for.
Yeah, so we wanted to write it on the video instead of old cassette.
But also to give to other. I know I'm not alone in this obsession of. I would love to at some point have an exhibition with old t-shirts. When it comes to Doom, since it was the sold in the underdog of heavy metal. Most of the merch, the old t-shirts have been released in maybe 50 copies or something. It's not like death metal. They were touring and they're expensive now, all the memorabilia.
Yeah.
But for Doom, it's just hard to get, So I spent a lot of my time and my money in the last 20 years since I moved here, basically. And tried to create an archive, So original demos, original flyers, posters, t-shirts, And I think that would be worth having on a display, or at some point, Well, part of that display, I started now already by releasing this stuff on either a cassette or vinyl.
Is it complicated to get, I don't know, permission or rights for this very old record?
It is. Yeah. I have one release of the guy had gone completely. He disappeared I don't know, almost 30 years ago. And I'm not gonna say which one, but before he disappeared, he managed to send the master tape to Europe.
Good.
And then
the story.
And then that master tape, it's there, and the guy's supplying now. So that's something I'm gonna do at some point when and of course it's epic though. So yeah.
Okay, back to the reality of today. So, what do you expect from today's session? From today's
a Procession.
The session of Procession?
Yeah. Well, I know the menu. I played it before. Some good, some bad.
With the Stress 666, right?
Yeah, and with exactly. Yeah. And I love the fact that it's an old school menu. Yeah. From the size of the stage and the crowd here. The monitors and loud spark, the way the stage, the surroundings of the stage, old paintings,
It's on theater.
Right? Exactly, yeah. So I really get, since I have read the root books and, on the old interviews and stuff, I really get this Czech spirit, from this place, And so it's going to be interesting to play these songs that have basically nothing to do with Czech. To a crowd that is just I know people are gonna be when we play kind of late at 9 something. Yeah. I know people they're probably drunk already now.
I guess the atmosphere is how to say, accelerating.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I know people are gonna be moving a lot.
Yeah.
But we're basically just gonna grab a big hammer and just that's what I expect.
And who will be killed, right? So
basically,
moving out from the.
I actually have no idea what to expect about today. I just saw the venue, saw the PA, all the equipment, the size of the stage, and for me it's okay, with this we can do so much.
Yeah.
And the crowd, I have listening to what Felipe said.
Can be very crazy.
Yeah, it can be so crazy.
Yeah, a lot of head banging.
Luckily, we don't inspire stage diving, because it's fucking annoying when we did the stage show.
I would say you can be surprised by some very creative guys.
Fuck, they were kicking pedals those beer all over the pedal.
No, that shouldn't happen. But there will be stage divers even for the metal.
Yeah.
Or at least crowds of
So they don't throw bottles at us,
No, I'm thinking.
Because we have some funny stories from the past where they play two songs and get a bottle in the head. Okay, fuck off.
Okay, so let's enjoy the show.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you too.
Yeah, nice talking.
Thanks for the watching, and please, there is one small button called subscribe, and please click on it. And thank you, and see you next time.
See you next time. Do metal. Perfect. On the frame. Yeah.
Kill it.
Just edit it to make it 5 minutes.
Only 3. beautiful.
Yeah.
And if we are not talking too much shit.